Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Namaskar. My name is N Sreenivasarao. I am a postgraduate in agriculture from Bapatla Agriculture College, and I have a 20 years of experience in connecting with the seed industry and agri input industry, and traveled across the India and met so many thousands of lakhs of farmers, and closely working with the farmers to bring the some improvement in the farmers by providing the value addition inputs, value addition technologies to them with the extension activities. Okay, so wheat and rice, these two are the most important food crops, and India is going to be the food basket of the world. And whatever, if we stop the imports and the world is crying, these two, wheat and rice, are most important crops. Okay, so we have to talk more about the wheat because rice is well mature, and there is a very good competition among the research organizations in private and public. Because of high competition, farmers are able to reach technologies, high inputs, and best valued products. In case of wheat, there is a very less competition among the research institutions or research organizations. Because of that, farmers are still using age-old technologies with low inputs and low productivity. So because of that, we have to talk about wheat. So what are the value additions and bottlenecks and reasons for low wheat production? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just now, sorry, just my slide is stuck. Just I will reshare. I'm just resharing my slides.
Yes, sir. Please share.
Slide was stuck.
Please share. Please share. Sir.
Yeah. So are you able to see now?
Yes, sir. We can see.
Yeah. Thank you. So I recently posted one post in LinkedIn. Follow LinkedIn. Indian off-root is missing. The gap between research potential and average yield productivity in wheat is so high. Means if you see, you can Google it. What is the Indian average productivity of wheat? It will be around 35 quintals per hectare. But if you can see the recently launched products in wheat varieties, its productivity is 75 to 80 quintals per hectare. So where are we? The gap between the lab and the land is more than 60%. More than 50% gap or 60% gap is there. So in case of other crops, this much gap is not there. In case of rice or in case of maize, any hybrids, if any varieties or any crop varieties, if you see, productivity is not that much gap. 30%, 40% is okay. 60% research potential is wasted and it is not reaching up to the last mile lab. So there is a lack. There is a lot of need of extension activities. This is the first bottleneck is low productivity in wheat is the first and foremost and improvement area in wheat. So the major reason is there are two major reasons we need to discuss today. One is low SRR. SRR is seed replacement rate. Means if I am a farmer, I am using the same age-old seed from so many years, same variety I am using. Even though technologies are changing, new varieties are coming, I am not updated, I am not using. This is got same variety from my farm save seed, from my home seed, I am using, means the productivity will come down. That's the one reason. Second reason is lack of reach of the information up to the last milestone. This is that these two are the most important gaps we are seeing. So just for the knowledge of the people who are not from the wheat area or who are less known to the wheat. I will give you a brief. So wheat is the major staple food of Asia and even European countries also. So this is a food. Wheat is compulsory. Without wheat, we cannot survive. So wheat production in 22-23 has made another record, and our records are increasing, but the productivities are low because of the acreages. We are able to produce more, but the productivity is front-wise. We have to still increase. So the requirements, needs of the day is the values, and what we need to do in wheat seed is there is a malnutrition. Micronutrients are required, like zinc and iron deficiencies are more in children across the people across the world. So we need to increase the zinc and iron quantity through our wheat seeds. Okay. So in developing countries like in South and West Asia, also about half a billion of people are deficient from iron. Even in India also, so young girls are low in iron and low in hemoglobin content also. So iron is a must, and this zinc and iron biofortification is the need of the world now. And biofortifying, what is to develop nutritionally enhance the wheat to increase the people intake of the zinc and iron, and the world organization like CIMIT is seriously working on this, and they are doing a biofortification. Apart from the biofortification is one thing, means increasing the hidden hunger, addressing the hidden hunger, but addressing the direct hunger is through increasing the per acre yield or per acre productivity. So there are some challenges from the agronomic challenges. There are agronomic requirements are there. If those requirements are not meeting so up to the mark, then because of that only productivity will come down. For example, temperature. So wheat is having an optimum temperature of 23 plus or minus 3. But currently, if you can see, the climate change is coming. At the time of maturity, temperatures are rising up to 45 degrees centigrade. Because of that, we are getting shriveled grains, and yield potential or per capita yield is reducing. This is one challenge we are facing. And so agronomic means sowing depth or spacing, everything is also matters for the productivity. So still there is a method of broadcasting, even mechanization increase introduced. In some areas like Punjab and Haryana, there is a 100% mechanization because of the yields are high. But some other parts of the India, where still there are age-old method of agronomic practices like broadcasting, everything is going on because of that. So lack of proper agronomy, there is a yields are low. So there is a need to increase the mechanization in the wheat cultivation. And so seed rate, if you can see, recommended seed rate is around 100 kg per hectare. But farmers are using the home saved seed. Some farmers are using up to 200 kilo per hectare. So this is because of the low seed rate and using their own home seed, because they are not sure that how much percent of the seed will germinate. So because of that, only farmers are losing the seed, means volume of the seed they are using more. So instead of 100 kilo, they are using 200 kilo. So that's one loss. Second loss is that they are not updating, or they are not accessing the new technologies or new seeds, and they are using their own Garka seed, and they are using age-old seeds. Because of that, productivity is very, very low. Okay. So another thing is that we need water. Okay. Timely irrigation is needed at around 20 to 25 days interval. If you can see the water availability now, day to day or year on year, some challenges are coming in availability of water. This year is called as El Nino year. If you can see the average rainfall of India in August, it is so short. So because of because of water depletion, water availability also is one of the big challenge in wheat. So we need to take care about and develop about the varieties which are drought tolerant, and we also need to adopt the water saving measures. Okay. So apart from that, some herbicide, some weeds like a Phalaris minor, it is called a mimic weed or mama gehuka mama. This type of weeds are also doing a huge yield loss. So we have to take the proper timely spraying of the herbicides, and preventive measures need to be taken. So as I told, so technology is not upgraded. If you can see the major land occupied by the varieties, it is HD2967, GW496, or 3077 in Rajasthan. So, and even Lok 1. So these are very old varieties, not recent varieties, if you can, but they are still occupying the major land. So their productivity is low and their disease susceptibility is high because of that productivity or per acre income is very low. Then the recently developed varieties like 3385 or 187. Recently, Nuziveedu Seeds launched NWS 2084 Kavita 2214, 2194, and even Sriram 303. These are the new products are coming with a high disease tolerance and with high photosynthetic efficiencies like a dark green foliage, disease tolerance, and high test weight and high yield. So high quality with including high quality parameters like chapati quality and nutrient qualities. But still, the land share of the old varieties is very high in wheat rather than the land share occupied by the new varieties. So this is a one practice we need to change. This is a need of the hour to bring the change into the wheat cultivation. And since India is a food basket of the world, even to meet the needs of the Indians, also to meet the needs of the world, and also to increase the per capita income of the farming community, we have to improve the SRR, means seed replacement rate, with the newly developed varieties, one thing, and also we have to replace the age-old products with newly developed varieties. These two are the major important things. So because breeding did lot of research was done by the research organizations run by the CIMIT or ICR institutions and private institutions like Nuziveedu Seeds. So these type of so many research institutions are doing enough research, but that research not reached the ground. So there is a lot of awareness is needed through these channels, through different media like agriculture information and YouTube, all these digital media and the mainstream media, even the people who are working in the agro input industry and scientists, extension officers need to focus on the wheat. So this is the need of the hour. Okay. So wheat largely grown in different geographies. So there are the high northwestern plain zone is the highest yielding zone per hectare productivity is very high. If you come to the central zone, it's somewhat better. Peninsula zone productivity is very low and northeastern zone productivity is also not so high. So we have to reach the productivity levels of northwestern zone, so that because of that only productivity will increase. Because of the good water availability and the timely sowing, high management, northwestern plain zone is productivity is very high. And so the thing what we have to do is choose the best suitable varieties for your area and follow the timely planting methods. Avoid the delay in sowing of the wheat crop, because wheat crop is sensitive to the temperatures. So it is called as a terminal heat. So terminal heat means heat at the time of maturity is causing a lot of injury, a lot of loss to the yield and productivity and quality. Because of the timely planting in wheat is important. And do not grow varieties from other zones, means wheat is a specific to zones, means if it is recommended for me specific zone, specific state, means we have to grow those seeds only. The products which are suitable in Maharashtra may not be suitable in Uttar Pradesh or Punjab. So wheat is selective, and especially scientists will test during its launch, and they will evaluate properly across the country at around 30 to 40 locations across the country at different geography locations. Based on that only product will be recommended. So we have to select the product which is suitable for same geography. So that level of knowledge we have to develop. Okay, then optimize the utilization of the fertilizers, so and water and herbicide. Timely spraying of herbicide and fungicide is also needed, and timely and judicious irrigation facilities are needed. So any stress at critical stages will give the more penalty. Harvesting at proper maturity is also important, because wheat is also very sensitive to the lodging. If crop lodges, it will give up to 50% yield loss. Okay, because of that we have to be very selective in giving the irrigation. During the if wind velocity is very high, we should not irrigate the field. So this level of carefulness is needed in wheat cultivation. So, just a minute, I'm resharing the slide.
Yes, sir.
So these are the general tips, and wheat traits, like currently scientists are working on so many technologies. So on improving heat and drought tolerance, and improving the tillering capacities, and improving the canopy color, like dark green foliage, high chlorophyll content in leaf is more useful. If chlorophyll content is high, definitely there is a photosynthetic efficiency is high. Because of that, nutrient efficiency is high. Because of that, per acre productivity will increase. So under lodging tolerance and adaptability and suitability to varied climatic conditions, climate change is coming, and suitable to the systems, like and input requirements. So these are the new development areas scientists are working. Also working on improving the yield and reducing the duration, means in less duration or with less irrigation, we have to get more output. Is per day productivity, and water use efficiency is improving, and fertilizer use efficiency is improving, and quality. Since wheat is a eating crop, means food crop, so yield is not only important, quality is important. Chapati quality is most important. So because of that, quality parameters also improving, and also plant height, means wheat is highly sensitive to the lodging. So because of that, mostly plant height should not be too high. If it is too high, there is a chance to lodge, and up to 50% yield penalty will be there. Okay. So straw. So in wheat, straw is a also economical part. There is a 50-50. If you get 20 quintals of straw, 20 quintals of grains will come. So per acre. So straw is also economical. It is used as a animal feed. So because of that, improving the straw preference and straw yield and grain yield is also most important. And seed size, wheat bold seed is preferred. The seed with high hectoliter value, means high per volume weight. If per volume weight is high, means high density is high, then that wheat is important. Then disease resistance. So it is new disease also coming. Blast is coming from Bangladesh side, and anyway, already rusts are already there. 3 types of rusts are popular. Smuts are there. So scientists are working on developing the disease resistance also. These are the challenges. So all these challenges are addressing by the scientists. But whatever the already some varieties are already available with addressed challenges. So those seeds not yet reached the ground. So lab. Okay. So future thrust is to increase the yield, as I told you, and scientific level research is also going on. And acreage wise, we cannot increase much, but we have to maximize the yield, and we have to optimize the input usage, and we have to we are developing the climate resilient varieties, and reducing the cost of cultivation, and increasing the farmer income. These are the main objectives now to all the research organizations or private organizations like Nuziveedu Seeds. So if you can see this table, it is called as a return on investment table. So if you we will see, if we want to offer any product to the farmers, we will see 3 parameters. One is return on increasing the return on investment. Whatever the product we are offering to farming community, that should give more return on investment over existing varieties. Like NWS 2084 Kavita is one variety we have launched from Nuziveedu Seeds to the farmers. If you can see this table, Raj 3077 is a age-old variety. It is grown in Rajasthan. Okay, so even its yield capacity, if you can see, around 4 quintals, 3.5 quintals, 4 quintals yield is lesser than Kavita. But even then, still, this is the Raj 3077 is the variety which is occupied the most land in Rajasthan. Okay, So we are looking for the increase in the yield and per acre productivity, at the same time per acre income, and also we want to increase the per acre straw income and straw yield also. So the way of thinking to offer the new products is, one is increasing the return on investment or per acre net profit to the farming community. Second one is providing the solutions to the problems facing by the farmers, like disease problems or lodging problems or labor problems. So we want to address these problems of the farmers through our technology, means new varieties, and we also want to provide the value addition in our new varieties, like value addition in terms of quality, increase in the grain size, so chapati quality, nutrient quality, protein quantity, quality. These things are called value additions. So these three are majorly pillars. We have to offer the increase the return on investment to the farmers over existing varieties. We have to offer the value additions with our new varieties, and we have to give the solutions to the farming community. So this variety recently we launched and we tested 2084 Kavita. So I'm requesting the farmers of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, this belt farmers to use these varieties to increase your income. Okay. So these are the major things, and there is a huge seed requirement is there in India. So around 6 lakh tons at 100 kilo per hectare, 40 kg seed rate with 50% SRR in future. Currently, seed replacement rate is only 20%. So I'm requesting each and every farmer to access the new technologies, new seeds to increase your income per acre. Okay. So currently farmers are, even though 6 lakh tons is needed, seed is needed, if it means every year they need to purchase, if they follow the SRR, but currently they are not purchasing, they are only purchasing around 1.5 lakh seed. Rest all seed they are using from local neighbors or from their own house or some third party, means low quality seed. So that's it from request from my side. So I am requesting all the scientists or farming community and societies, FPOs, everyone, and trade partners, everyone to think about the wheat and to increase the per acre productivity. Really, the more than half roti is missing from India because of the low productivity. So if our seed productivity is 80 quintals per hectare, we are getting only 35 quintals per hectare. So since it is a food security crop, the more and more companies, even there should be good competition between the different research organizations. Currently in wheat only mostly government institutions are doing research. So more and more private institutions, private research organizations need to come so that a healthy atmosphere, competition will develop. So because of the more competition, more number of varieties, commercially suitable varieties will come. So if there is a more competition and research, then farming community will develop because of the research and because of the extension, because of the reach of the technology, because of the deploying the team to do the extension activities to reach up to the last mile. So I'm requesting each and every farmer to reduce the gap between lab to land. So there is a huge gap between the lab to land in a staple food crop like wheat. So thank you everyone for this time, for attending this call. You can call me at any time whenever you have a doubt. So from Nuziveedu Seeds, in future also we are doing very extensive research and we are giving 2 varieties next year, NWS 2214 and NWS 2194, 2 varieties we are giving from this season. So we are doing extensive research, commercial breeding. So we want to see, our objective is to reduce the lab to land gap. So whatever the yield potential we have given, up to 70 to 80% yield potential you have to enjoy. So there should not be this much gap. Up to 90% yield potential you have to enjoy. So that's our request. Thank you. Any questions? Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir, for a wonderful presentation. I'll take up the questions from the participants now. The first question is, what are the potential benefits of using value-added wheat seeds for farmers and the agricultural industry.
Yeah, repeat again. What are the?
Just a minute, sir. I will repeat it. What are the potential benefits of using value-added wheat seeds for farmers and agricultural industry?
Yeah. So understood. So value-added means what the product, the potential positive side differentiation is called a value addition over existing products. Like value addition in terms of nutrient protein quantity increase, or value addition in terms of zinc, iron, value addition in terms of yield increase, value addition in terms of high photosynthetic efficiency increase, value addition in terms of disease tolerance increase, value addition in terms of drought tolerance increase, value addition in terms of herbicide tolerance, herbicide technology, means HT, wheat. So these are all called value additions. So they are coming already. So many things came, not reached up to the farmer level. The main benefits to the farming community are like a per acre productivity increase and per acre productivity income increase. The main challenge I clearly told you, the SRR is very low in wheat. SRR means the seed replacement rate. So farmers are not able to use the high quality seeds. They are using their own seed. So they are not in a position to access the benefits of already available in the market. So that need to be increased. So if really they can access, definitely they will get benefit up to 5,000 rupees per acre. Benefit they can realize from their new technologies or newly developed seeds if they can use. Yeah.
Okay. Could you explain some of the common techniques or practices used for value addition in wheat seeds?
So as just now I told, value addition is the positive side of improvement. Positive side of improvement means product differentiation. Positive side is called value addition. So value addition, as I told you, nutrient or quality parameters, quantity parameters, and all these things are value additions. So all the research organizations are doing already value additions. Don't worry, value additions already done. Enough of value additions already done by the CIMIT, ICR organizations, state agriculture universities. They did enough value additions. You please utilize the value additions. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I'll move on to the next one, sir. Can you provide example of value-added traits that are sought after in wheat seeds, and how do they impact the overall production process?
So as I told you, same question is repeating. Okay. So this is also same question as the answer already addressed in the last two questions. Yeah.
Okay, sir. I'll move on to the next one, sir. What are the major bottlenecks or challenges that hinder wheat production on a global scale?
Yeah. So in India scale, if you can see, India is the source and globe is a sink. Okay. So any bottleneck is there in India is a bottleneck of the world. Okay. So currently the main bottleneck is mainly the climate change that is not in our hands. Okay. So but what is in our hands we have to address. Okay. So the major bottleneck is the SRR. What I told you, seed replacement rate, very low seed replacement rate. It is there in our hands. We are not doing. This is a big bottleneck to get the very less yield from the country. So this is the biggest bottleneck. So I'm requesting all the agriculture graduates. So many agriculture graduates producing by the country every year. They have to go to the villages and they have to come into the farming. So the young youth means the educated people, the youth should come into the farming. So the biggest bottleneck is youth is not coming, or educated graduates are not coming into the farming. That is the biggest bottleneck of the wheat cultivation. Yeah.
Okay. Are there specific regions or countries that experience more pronounced bottlenecks in wheat production? What are these challenges?
So we are not currently addressing the globe. We are only addressing about the country. So major bottlenecks from our countryside, or I have seen, I have traveled across the country. I have seen the thing is that low SRR is one of the lab to land. There's a big gap between the lab to land. So these things are the very big bottlenecks I have seen. So if you can see, if you can Google it, the year of launch of HD2967, if you can see. So the year of launch of LOP one, if you can see. So you are not born at that time as a young fellow, if you are seeing. So that is the age of the technology. Okay. So currently, what is the age of the mobile? What is the age of Android? What is the age of these technologies? They are very young, reaching up to the village level. Okay, up to the even small villages, remote villages also. But this technology not yet reached. So many new varieties developed by the private institutions or government institutions. So need to reach of the information is a big bottleneck, and not using the quality seed is one more big bottleneck, a threat for the Indian wheat productivity.
Okay, and move to the next question, sir. Are there instances where soil health and fertility issues have led to decreased wheat yields? Could you elaborate on these cases?
Definitely, soil fertility is depleting year on year. So, if you can see the last 10 years, organic carbon content of the soil, from 3% it came to the 0.3%. In some soil to soil it may vary, but the organic carbon content is the life of the soil. So, if the organic carbon content is depleting and pH is increasing in the soil, then it is definitely a threat to the not only the wheat, it is a threat to the all the crops. So without chemical fertilizers, correct today we are unable to sustain. So definitely there is a need to increase the organic carbon content. My slogan is, if any father is handovering the agricultural land to his son, he need to hand over his land with the same organic content. At what organic content he handed over from his father? That should be the benchmark. The value of the land is not the benchmark. He might have handed over the land at 1 lakh rupees per acre. Now it might be 10 lakh rupees per acre. But the organic carbon content at around 3%, he handed over from his father, and he is giving to his son at 0.3%. So the dead soil, he received a live soil. He is handovering the dead soil to his son. So the organic content should be the benchmark, and we have to sustain, so to keep the productivity in the soils.
Okay. What role do pest diseases and plant pathogens play in reducing wheat production, and how can these issues be addressed effectively?
So pest diseases means these are all biotic stress. Okay. So this biotic stress means diseases, pest or even weeds. These are all biotic stress. These can be controlled. Already controlling mechanism is there, but if we are unable to control timely, then they will cause yield loss up to 20-30%. Okay. But currently enough awareness is created on the pest and disease front. So mostly farmers are controlling at that level. There is no issue at controlling the disease and pest. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. We have now completed the round of questions. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we'd like to thank Mr. N Sreenivasarao for the talk and for answering the questions. I'd like to also thank all the participants in the meeting. This meeting will now be closed.
Yeah, thank you one and all. So with the message from my side, so I'm requesting all the people to focus on increasing the productivity in the country in wheat. So by addressing the SRR, means seed replacement, by increasing the seed replacement, by using the high quality seeds, And by getting and accessing the information about the best quality seeds available in the market. So with all these things, I am wishing you to increase all the farming community to increase your income by rupees 5,000 per acre than currently what you are getting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the concluding. This meeting will now be closed.